Talladega Super Speedway is the next stop on the NNSCRA Castrol GTX Cup Series. We are set for race number 31 on the season and the running of the Die Hard 500. 29 laps of action here today. And oh, what a points battle we got here today. Oh, yeah. Now, I said the last race on the tour at Charlotte, Kyle Matthews should have the points lead. Well, he actually doesn't. Charles Sanford actually comes in this race the points leader with Matthews in second. Dougie Shears, who was the points leader, dropped to fourth with Trent down in third. Those top four separated by less than 70 points coming into this event here at Talladega. So, with all that said, let's get to the starting line for today's running of the event. On the pole at 198 miles per hour, it is Becca Tellier, the number 12 Mobile 1 Ford, the winner of the season of the Brickyard 400. She'll be joined by Matt McIntyre, number 7, the Sirius XM Satellite Dodge. Row 2, number 10, tied Ford. It's Kat Tellier, who won at Charlotte that last race on the tour in the NASCAR on Speed 500. She'll be alongside Chris Dodd, the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet, number 15. Third row, Kev Shear, yet to win a race this season, though, but this could be the day he might possibly do so. He starts in 5th position, the DuPont Chevrolet Car 24, and also yet to win a race, but yeah, he started in the points. Trent Dunham, the number 1 Pennzoil Chevrolet, he won this very event in Season 8 of this series. Next row down has Benjamin Miles in the Valvoline Ford, car number 6, and beside him will be Dalton Day, car 20, the Home Depot Pontiac. Then Dylan Young, number 2, the Miller Lite Ford on the inside of the next row down. He'll be joined by Michael Turner, who won the first Pocono race in the 31 Lowe's Chevrolet. Next row down, the winner at Atlanta, the Napa Know-How 500, Keith Batson, the Ford Quality of Service Ford Credit Ford Taurus, number 88. And beside him, 3-time winner of the season, Jessica Shelton, number 94, the McDonald's Ford. She and 2 of those wins were on road courses, as well as the Southern 500 Darlington, and Jess has one of her in-car cameras. Next row down, Cole Deaver, the same car that Dale Earnhardt won the 2000 fall race with, the GM Goodwin Chevrolet number 3, and you know Cole wanted that ride too, as well. He'll be alongside, going for the Talladega Sweep, Joshua Osborne. He won the Winston 500 on this very same track. Next row down, Dougie Shears, 4th in the points, coming in the Square D Chevrolet number 55. He's a 3-time winner of the season. Beside him will be number 18, the Interstate Batteries Pontiac of Andrew Davis. He won at Texas. Next row down has Quentin Moore, car 21, the Citgo Ford, and number 8, the Budweiser Chevrolet of Matt Haas, winner of the second race at Pocono. Next row down will be Joshua Siculi, number 19, the Dodge Dodge. He won the second Richmond event. Beside him, Carson Gum, 23, the Winston Noble Ford. Next row down, Ryan George, car 25, the Michael Holligan Chevrolet. He won the night race at Bristol. Beside him will be Jonathan Zorn. He won the first Atlanta event, the Lowe's Chevrolet, car number 48. Next row down, the championship leader, Charles Sanford, despite not winning a race yet in this season. He's in the Power Team Chevrolet car 60. He has our second in-car camera. He'll be flanked by Andrew Perry, the 33 Skull Bandit Skull Chevrolet. He won the second race at Michigan. Daniel Olson, he won the Mello Yellow Series event here on this very same track back in the first Talladega weekend, the GM Goodwin Chevrolet car 29, and Joshua Carr, the STP Pontiac car 43. He will have this ride next season. Next row down will be Kyle Matthews, car 5, the Kellogg's Cornbread Chevrolet. He has our third in-car camera. Beside him will be Emmanuel Hartnett. He won the Daytona 500 this season, as well as New Hampshire. The Singer Wallace Dodge, car 01. Matthews won the first stop at Richmond. Next row down, 2-time winner Levi McIntyre, the XFR's SKF Ford. He won at Martinsville and Rockingham. Beside him will be Mike Becker, car 45, the Sprint PCS Dodge. He won at the day race at Bristol. By the way, Martinsville's where we're heading to next on the tour. Zachary Fitzwater, car 97, the John Deere Ford. He won the second Dover event. He'll be alongside Jesse Turner, the winner at Watkins Glen, the 36 M&M's Pontiac. Next row down, Jordan Anderson, car 66, the Route 66 Jeans Big Kmart Ford. Beside him will be Jason Haywood, car 17, the DeWalt Tools Ford. Next row down, Chelsea Balls, the winner of Coca-Cola 600 at Charlotte. In the Discover car Ford, car 26, this car will have Quaker Sales as a sponsor next season. Beside her will be Zach Flickinger, car 41, the Target Dodge. 2-time winner of the season, JT Bryan is the inside of the next row down in the 02 Altel Ford.
Drivers, start your engines.
Commands again the engines, so we get some racing here today at Talladega Super Speedway. JT's wins came at Darlington and as well as the at Las Vegas. He'll be alongside Dylan Poteet, car 22, the Caterpillar Pontiac. He's won this track before. Next one down has Seth Cole, car 44, the Georgia Pacific Papers Dodge for NNSCRA Motorsports. And car 71, the winner at California, John Arndt in the Team Realtree Chevrolet. And Johnny Gardner will start scratching the field at Texaco Haviland Ford, car 28. And you know what? You want a good feeling here? Next time they come down to this point of the track, they'll be at 200 miles per hour. 198 was the qualifying speed, but they will be a whole lot faster than that in the draft. My adrenaline is absolutely flowing. About ready to do this race here. Start finish line, as we mentioned every time at Talladega, start finish line will be about here if it was Daytona, but not at Talladega. It's at the exit of pit road. It's great for some great finishes here. And here they come. Get those belts tight here. Green flag and boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys and girls. Now they're in fourth gear. High gear they go here on this and through turns 1 and 2. Nobody has an edge yet. Becca Tellier finally does have an edge by here as she gets a push from her mother, Kat, as they go down the backstretch here. 185 miles an hour down the backstretch here. And oh my gosh, they're already 4 wide here. Dylan Young makes a daring move to the inside lane. He'll take third from Benjamin Miles, Kev Shear, and Matt McIntyre, and Chris Dodds now hung up on the high side as well. As they come on start-finish line here, Ford's have now the top 4 spots. Keith Batson goes to the inside lane. And the Chevrolet of Cole Deaver decides to try to spoil that for him. He's got the help from Dougie Shears. And you know Dougie Shears would like to get those 5 bonus points for leading the lap in the early going of this event. Deaver will now take 4th. Here comes Shears for 5th. Keith Batson goes to the inside lane here. KAB cars 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at the moment here. Kat Tellier, Becca Tellier, and Keith Batson. And so 3 of the 4 KAB cars having a good start to this race so far. Off the forecourt they come here, and there's another guy that's like to get those 5 bonus points for leading a lap here, moving his way through the field. That's the black car, Charles Sanford, number 60. He comes this race the points leader here at Talladega. Here comes Batson to the inside. And he takes the lead here. The second lap here, 203.485 miles per hour. So these cars were faster than the trucks were when we brought you the Truck Series event on the Red Racer 1985 channel. On board Charles Sanford's car as he goes inside. He's pushing the 25 of Ryan George. And more importantly, he just passed Dougie Shears, but nope. Here comes the 29 of Daniel Olson, goes to the inside lane. And look who's behind Sanford. Another guy going for that 5 points for a lap. Kyle Matthews. Matthews, Sanford, and Shelton have our in-car cameras in today's event. And here comes Kyle Matthews, swings down the inside lane. Matthews have with a lap of 205.4, and he'll decide to help his buddy Charles Sanford to the inside lane. Pushes Ryan George up the track, though. Here, George, of course, won this season at the night race at Bristol. Now you got Chevrolet 1st and 2nd, but here comes Jordan Anderson in the Ford to the inside lane. He'll go 3 wide on Matthews. He'll push Matthews up the track, and that's going to help Charles Sanford get his 5 points, and he will lead his lap. So if Matthews, Dunham, nor Shears even lead a lap in this race here, which I don't know, which you don't know that's going to happen, no, but or not, but that Talladega is often considered a wild card because where the positions are shuffled. It's definitely going to shuffle the points big time. Especially considering these situations here. 4 wide, almost 4 wide here through turns 3 and 4. And remember in the truck race we saw 4 wide, 2, maybe 3 rows deep. And look who's coming up there from last to the top 10. Johnny Gardner, car 28. Started 41st in the field, and he is all the way up to the, I think he's up to the 7th position at the moment. Here comes Trent down to the inside lane. He looks to be the second points contender to lead a lap here, but nope, Seth Cole's going to keep that from happening. In the 41, he's got Kyle Matthews behind him, and oh my gosh, Matthews 4 wide for the lead! Wow! What racing here at Talladega, just an explosive start to this die-hard 500. So Charles Stammer led his lap, and now Kyle Matthews is going to get his lap led, so he too will get 5 bonus points. Something Dougie Shears nor Trent Dunham has done yet. And like I said, that's top 4 in the points coming in. John Arndt, he started back in the pack as well. He's down up to 2nd. Zach Flickinger to 3rd. Dylan Poteet also started back in the back of the pack. He's in 4th. And Poteet came in this race top 10 in the points chase coming in, so he would like to solidify his spot. Through turns 3 and 4 now, Dylan Poteet trying to go to the inside lane now on John Flickinger, who's a former Talladega winner himself in that 41 car. He goes inside now, and he'll lead his lap, but and that completes now 7 in the books. Here, seven laps in the books, and still 22 to go here at Talladega. And the leader of the race is car number 22, Dylan Poteet. His win of this track came in season 3 at the Aaron's 499. Andrew Perry has the lead. Nope, here comes Mike Becker. The winner of the day race at Bristol. He has the help from Jesse Turner in 36. So it's now Dodge in 1st, Pontiac 2nd and 3rd now with Joshua Collard. And here comes the 4th KAB Enterprises car now. That's Jason Haywood, number 17. Haywood's has been on a streak of solid finishes himself in a 17 machine. Now he goes into 4th position, passing Matt Haas. And here comes that 99, Levi McIntyre. He's also in the top 10 points coming in. And here comes Collard for the lead. Or actually, that's for 2nd position. Excuse me, Joshua Collard, car 43, has yet to bring the King Richard Petty colors to victory lane. He won, I think, 3 times last season with this car, and he'll stay with this car when we go to the Aero 88 mod, the 1987 car set. And Collard looking for the number 1 position now on Mike Becker. Becker leads the race in this Dodge. That is Petty Enterprises teammates, by the way, right there. The 45 and 43. Oddball combination of a Dodge and a Pontiac, but it apparently works, obviously, here for now at least. Matt Haas in the 3rd position. That car's got a lot of history at Talladega with Dale Earnhardt Jr. That number 8 Budweiser car has been the victory lane plenty of times. Zorlin now is up through the field here. Here comes Keith Batson, 88. He's going to try to make his way through the field. Trying to make another go at it for the number 1 spot here. Emmanuel Hartnett behind him. He's got a plate win already in the Daytona 500. He also has a win on the 1 miler at New Hampshire. And whoa, Hartnett moves Batson up the track. He gets Batson loose now, and here comes Becker doing a great job holding on to that lead. In spite of challenges thrown at him from Joshua Collard. And now he's got Matt Haas behind him in the number 8 Bud car. And now Zorlin in the 48, that Jimmy Johnson machine. Moving through the field now. Here comes Zorlin, 3 wide for the lead. And here they come off corner number 4 now. 4 wide back there. Cab Shear about to get caught. Actually, I thought Cab Shear was going to get caught in a sucker hole, but he wasn't. He falls in back in behind Joshua Osborne in the 42 car. Zorlin led the lap there. Now here comes Matt McIntyre. He's last place in the points coming in. He had an excellent starting position here, starting in second. But now here comes the man going for the Talladega sweep, Joshua Osborne. Going for the lead? No! Here comes Shear in the 24. He wants to get a win here in this season as well. And he's got his buddy, Zachary Fitzwater, right behind him in the 97 car. Fitzwater, the flying Australian who dominated at the second stop at Dover. And Kev Shear will bring the Jeff Gordon cars up to the number 1 spot now. The DuPont Chevy. And that car also had history at the Talladega in 2000. That was where Gordon got his 50th career victory in the spring 2000 event. Ryan George up there now in the 4th position. Here comes that 55 Super Shears, Dougie Shears to the inside lane. He saw Charles Sanford and Kyle Matthews both get 5 bonus points for leading a lap. Shears wants to do the same thing to keep pace with them in the points. And here comes car 97, Zachary Fitzwater. He'll take the lead, and now Joshua Osborne decides to go at it again in the 42 car. Tries to make it 3 wide. He shoves Ryan George up the track. And oh gosh, who leads this lap between the 97 and 24? Fitzwater, I think. No, Cap Shear led the lap. What was the margin? Oh my god, look at the margin. 0, 0, 0 at the start finish line between Cap Shear and Zachary Fitzwater. If that would have been the finish, I would have lost it. Oh my gosh. Oh, if they can finish it this way, that would be epic. Up front now comes car 2, Dylan Young. The Miller Lite 4 going to the number 1 spot. Dougie Shears is trying for leading a lap, fails as he goes up, as the car pushes up to the high side now. Here comes Carson Gum, 23 to the inside lane. He'll look for the lead now. And here comes the 15, Chris Dodd. He has a win at Talladega himself that came at this very track back last season, and that finished between he and Jessica Shelton, which by the way, in that season was a repeat of the Daytona 500. And Dodd won both those times, if you remember that correctly. And never have we seen the same top 2 in the first 2 plate race tracks as a season in any NR series, I should say, as well. And if somebody else has had that happen, please tell me. Here comes Dodd to the inside lane. He'll look inside of Dylan Young. Who leads this lap? Dodd or Young? Dodd does by just a smidgen. And that one also bumper to bumper at the stripe. 14 laps to go here at Talladega Super Speedway. And another points contender is going to try to make his try at leading a lap here. That's number 1, Trent Dunham. Look who's behind him. It's Charles Sanford, 60 car. Dunham comes in 3rd in the points for Sega Motorsports. Off corner number 4 they come. Sanford looks to the inside lane here. On board, Charles Sanford's car. $16 in the books now. 13 laps to go at Talladega Super Speedway. And that's the look from Jessica Shelton's view. Right smack in the middle. They have 3 wide racing at over 200 miles per hour. She was clocked 24th the last time by. Right there behind Quentin Moore, Cat Tellier, Dylan Young, Flickinger, McIntyre, Levi McIntyre that is. Through the travel they come here, and Roy Shelton going nowhere in the middle of the lane here. You get stuck, you get trapped in the middle, there's nowhere to go. And inside for position goes Cole Deaver, number 3. Andrew Perry led the last time by in number 33 here, and he's got Poteet second position, but here comes 71, John Arndt, to the inside lane. And no problems! Big problems in turn number 3! Trent Dunham's in it! He's third in the points! Andrew Davis is crashed. Osborne was crashed. Fitzwater! Oh my god, look at the damage to Osborne! Dylan Young! Cab Shearer! Trent Dunham! Third in the points! A bad crash in turn number 3 on lap number 18. And 3 of them got stuck in the third turn. Yep, the big one has struck in the third turn at Talladega Superspeedway and took one of our points contenders out, Trent Dunham. As we look again at replay here, what happened, they were 4 wide behind him. That's Kat Tellier, Becca Tellier, Joshua Osborne, Andrew Davis. Yet Becca Tellier drove Osborne right into Dunham. Oh my gosh. 3 cars stuck. That's Dunham, Osborne, and I think Davis was the three that got stuck in the third turn wall. Just like we saw Kyle Matthews do, I think, in the spring event here. Oh my. And that is going to kill Trent Dunham points-wise right here. Dylan Young, he was in it. JT Bryant. Kev Shearer, 24. He had high hopes for this event. So did Carson Gums. So did Becca Tellier. She's in the crash. She was right there for Rookie of the Year contender as well. And somebody was upside down. And I think it might have been the 12 of Becca Tellier that was upside down. Secondly, what happened, Becca was the one that drove right into Joshua Osborne in the 42 car. Yeah. Oh my god. And look at how Dylan Young's upside down, yet Tellier's upside down. Chris Dodd spun around, Zach Flickinger spun around. Yeah. Carson Gums crashed. Dick Kev Shearer spun. Great driving there by the 0-1 of Emmanuel Hartnett. I think he escaped without injury. I think without damage to his car. Bryant. Yeah, Dylan Young, he got upside down as well in the 2 car. And several cars, I don't know how it did not collect him. Yeah. And 1 and 2 and 3 of our points contenders there, Kyle Matthews, Charles Samper, and Dougie Shears, escaped. Oh my goodness. A bad crash in turn number 3. The big one has struck here at Talladega in turn number 3 on lap number 18 of the Die Hard 500. And the leader is Andrew Perry in car number 33. He'll be the number 1 driver. All right, and look at the attrition here. Look at the attrition list right there. Yeah. 12 cars out of this race, and I don't think we're done yet. And coming to the start-finish line, get ready here. As we are going to be down to 7 laps to go. It's going to be a wild 7 laps. Andrew Perry's Chevy, Dylan Poteet's Pontiac, John Arndt's Chevrolet, Jason Haywood's Ford, and Jordan Anderson's Ford, the top 5. Poteet to the high side here. Going into number 1. Poteet trying to find a hole. He has to hold the inside lane if he can get in front of John Arndt in the 71 car, but Arndt's got to run to the inside lane. Backstretch now in the third turn here. Here comes John Arndt, 71. We have three plate races so far and 3 different winners. It was Emmanuel Hartnett, Joshua Osborne, who's already out of the race, and the man in that 55 car, Dougie Shears, won the last plate stop in the Tour of the Pepsi 400 down in Daytona. He could possibly repeat as a winner here, and so could Emmanuel Hartnett, maybe. Actually, I don't know. Was Hartnett at one of those other races? No, he was not. Hartnett's still in the race here. Kat Tellier, she wants her second win in a row. She now moves to the inside lane. She goes third. Dougie Shears, this could be huge for him or Kyle Manager Charles Sanford if they can go on to win this race here. And Warner's Reed could get a big points harvest as well. And because with Trent Dunham now out, it depends, of course, on now where Shears will finish. If he finishes where he's at right now, he could take third in the points away. But we still got quite a bit of racing left to go. To be down to 5 laps to go now. John Arndt. Here comes Cole Deaver, number 3. He goes to the inside lane. He'll take 4th. Shears up the high side of the track now. And they got quite a line right there. Johnny Gardner goes inside. No, Cole Deaver. I thought he was going to go inside of Gardner, but he doesn't. And now here comes Charles Sanford, number 60 to the inside. We're on board Charles Sanford's car. He's right behind number 28. That's Johnny Gardner. Sanford, the points leader, coming into this event here. Kyle Matthews, he's second in points coming in. If they could both finish in the top 5 or top 10, maybe both possibly could win this race. It could be huge for those two. but there's many other cars in this field, in this pack, that could spoil the delicate apple cart that is the points championship. Here, now, of course, being the cars of Shears, Matthews, and Sanford. And Charles Sanford goes inside. He'll take the lead, numbered 60. But here comes Matt Haas. He's got Kyle Matthews and Keith Batson. Batson stuck in the middle. Here comes Chelsea Bowles, 26 to the inside. 3 to go. In the turn number 1 to go. We got new players up there now. Dalton Day, Jesse Turner, Quentin Moore. They're up in this mix right now. Oh, did somebody go down the racetrack in turn number 2? The backstretch? Nope, they didn't. Hartnett's out of the mix right now. You got tandem cars. You got cars tandem right there. Now Dalton Day goes to lead. Turner. Here comes Moore, Matt McIntyre, and don't look now. Here comes that 94, Jessica Shelton. 2 laps to go this time by. Any of these cars can win this race. In the turn number 1 they go. On board, Jessica Shelton. Or that's on board. Actually, that's Matt McIntyre. Excuse me. There's Shelton's view on board. Down the backstretch they come here. Shelton looking at the inside lane here. 3 wide. Quentin Moore for the lead. Car 21 to go forward. Shelton's up there. Here comes Daniel Olson. He's getting into it down the 29 car. White flag will be waving. 1 lap to go. Let the shuffle be going to tell you. Move to the high side. Here comes Shelton. White flag is out. 1 lap to go in the Die Hard 500. 3 wide. Shelton to the lead. Here comes Levi McIntyre. And here comes Dougie Shears. 55 Super Shears up to the top 5 now. Backstretch now. What are you going to do? McIntyre. He goes to the inside. No. Ryan George is going to make it 3 wide. Shelton throws the black. They're the 3rd and 4th turns they come. Now, what's Ryan George going to do in the 25 car? Shears, he might will take home the Die Hard 500. What a finish! And I think right now Jessica Shelton's thinking, am I ever going to win a plate race in this series? Oh my gosh. But take nothing from Ryan George. He timed that move just perfectly. And that's what gave him his second win of this series here. And oh, here we go. Dougie Shears has got the points harvest. He wants third place in the race. And Coleman just comes home in 13th, and Charles Samper dropped to 25th. Oh, that's going to be huge for Shears. Average speed, 163, 169. The average speed in this race. Excuse me. So Ryan George wins the race. Jessica Shelton comes home second. Dougie Shears third. Fourth will go to Jason Haywood. Fifth to Levi McIntyre. Andrew Perry sixth. Seventh will go to Daniel Olson. Quentin Moore eighth. Ninth will go to Michael Turner. Jordan Anderson finishes 10th. Jesse Turner 11th. 12th was Joshua Sakuli. Kyle Matthews 13th. Matt McIntyre 14th. Keith Batson 15th. Cole Deaver comes home 16th. 17th will be Dalton Day. Johnny Gardner 18th, 19th Kat Tellier, Chelsea Bowles was 20th. And look at the cars that was in the pack. 25 cars were in the pack for the win here. Dylan Poteet 21st, 22nd was Seth Cole, Matt Haas, John Arndt, and Charles Samper was the top 25. And the rest of the finishers in this race, Emmanuel Hartnett, Benjamin Miles, Mike Becker, and Joshua Collard were all the last finishers in the race. 29 finished in this race, and 12 involved in the crash. And the cars out of the race in order: Chris Dodd 30th, Trent Dunham, that's going to hurt him in the points, 31st. Andrew Davis, Joshua Osborne, Becca Tellier, Zach Flickinger, Dylan Young, Carson Gum, JT Bryant, Zachary Fitzwater, Kev Shear, and Jonathan Zorlin, the last place finishers in this race. And that was a horrific crash that happened in turn 3 with about almost 10 laps to go in the race there. So for hurting somebody who said there's never a caution at Talladega in my series, well, here lately there has been. So anyway, with all that said, Ryan George gets his second win of the season. He won the night race at Bristol, and he wins here today at Talladega Super Speedway, holding off two of the best in Jessica Shelton and Dougie Shears. And it's going to be a big point save for some of these drivers here, and especially for one Dougie Shears that may give him the points lead possibly back. We'll see where the points distributed are in this video here after this race. So next up on the tour will be at Martinsville Speedway in Martinsville, Virginia, for a truck and for a cup and truck doubleheader for that racetrack here. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel here. You'll find everything on this channel here in our races, gaming videos, YWC Wrestling, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires for this channel. And be sure to check out Seth's other series, and be sure to check out Seth's series as well. The Pizza Hut X series and the NNSCRA Hershey's Cup series are both in full swing, so be sure to check them out. So that's coming up here. So Martinsville's next on the tour. Congratulations again to Ryan George, the winner of the Die Hard 500 at Talladega Super Speedway. This is James Qualls. This has been a production in the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best.